Doing a repair video for Mrs. Schuler. As you can see, we got our wind damaged shingle right here. Got the crease along the top. I marked it for us. This is our workspace area. It is 75 degrees today. Again, this is our workspace area. Now what I'm gonna do to just make my life a little bit easier, I know I need to unseal the rest of the shingles in the surrounding area to conduct this repair. So I know my endpoint is here. This shingle needs to be unsealed, as well as this shingle. So just mark that, make my life a little easier. Got my tripod set up. I'm the only one on the roof. Now this shingle is discontinued, so I don't have a replacement shingle. So I will be conducting the repair via simulation. All right. Before we go ahead and get started, let's go ahead and take a look at the roof. So as you can see, she has some more crease shingles over here. Another crease shingle. Some more crease. And over here in the corner, some more crease. I know she definitely told me about this missing over here. Not only do we have that piece missing, but if we take a look on the back side of the roof, I just forgot to mention, I'm doing the repair on her right facing slope. You got this big gaping hole that we had to tarp up. You can definitely look at the photo report and see what that is from. But yeah, now that we got to look at the roof, let's go ahead and conduct the repair. All right, make sure I got a nice setup for you guys. Again, I am the only one on this roof. Just making sure I got a good view. All right, so it's a good view. And again, don't have a replacement shingle. The shingle is no longer being manufactured, so we will be installing the same shingle back into place. So the tools I'm going to be using, I have my pry bar, standard P-hook on the end, got the nice smooth end on the other side. As you can see, this is much thinner than the roof snake. If we use this to unseal the shingles, we're going to run into a lot of damage, rips and tears that we really don't need, guys. This is the ideal tool for conducting this repair. It's just nice, smooth compared to this much larger tool. We will be using this to nail everything back into place. We also have our standard 16-ounce hammer. Let's go ahead and conduct our repair. So again, this is my wind damaged shingle. To start this, cutting away from the tar line, I'm going to be putting my palm down, fingers up in the air as I unseal the shingles above. All right, I got my palm down, fingers up in the air. All right, check for mat. So we're good to go. And the reason I do this is so I keep nice even pressure on the shingle, and it allows me to have control with the pry bar while I unseal the shingle. I don't want to go in there, cause any unnecessary tears. I just want to go in there really controlled and conduct the repair. Just using just enough pressure, just so I don't tear through the shingle again. We're here to conduct the repair. All right, we're good on that. Last shingle. On that. All right, so now that we got the shingles unsealed, I'm gonna be lifting up the shingles with just my thumb. My fingers are in the air. If I need be, I'll rest them on the shingle above. Never the same shingle I'm working on. Let's go ahead and see where these nails are. So you can see, guys, I'm not lifting the shingle up more than 30 degrees, just enough to see where the nail is. Then I just go in there one-handed and pop it out just like that. Now this, again, this is the ideal tool for doing this repair because I don't have to really go in that deep to remove the nails. I just pop out, just enough pressure. And then what I do, I put a little bit of pressure downwards to push the shingle back down. And then I just go in there one-handed and pop the nail right out. Minimal pressure needed. All right, again, just enough. Let me bring this down a little bit so I can get a better look. But I'm using just enough force to get the nail out of the decking. And again, I'm not lifting the shingle up any higher than I need to. Just enough to make sure the nail goes all the way through. This one was stuck a little bit, but we got it. Doesn't want to push down. Just lift it up so I can see what's going on. Again. Alright, got the nail. Again, one thumb on the shingle I'm lifting, the rest of my fingers are in the air. Never the same shingle I'm working on. So we got that. We're on to our next row. Last row of nails. Some of these nails are being a bit stubborn. So again, I am only using enough force to make sure I get the nail out of the decking. And I am taking my time. Not lifting it more than 30 degrees. Just going in there one-handed. Let me remove the rest of the nails. I think that's everything. One more nail on this side. All right, so now that we got the shingle removed, you can see our damaged shingle creasing at the top. And again, this is a discontinued shingle, so I will be installing the shingle back into place. We don't have a replacement shingle. I don't know if I brought it up earlier in the video, but I am on one of the lowest points of the roof. So I'll bring that up again once I'm done with my repair. All right, so now that we got our shingle back into place, we're just gonna go in with our roof snake and conduct the repair. Now notice the roof snake doesn't allow me to lift it up more than 30 degrees. That's why this is the ideal tool for conducting the repair. Don't lift the shingle up any higher than you need to. So I just go in there with the roof snake, lift the shingle up, thumb on the shingle. The rest of my fingers are up in the air, never on the same shingle I'm working on. And then I just hammer away. All right. And I just go in there, make sure it's nice and flush. And we are putting the nails in new holes, obviously. I'm going to point that out. Again, I'm only lifting up the shingle enough for this tool to fit in with the nail. Go in there and top it off. So that leaves us with, oh, this one is bent. About 2 more nails for this row. Right. And as you can see, I'm just hammering just enough to make sure that it gets through the decking. Last nail for the row. I prefer to put these on dragon's teeth, the strongest point of the roof, but it looks like we ran out of dragon teeth, so one nail just gonna be on the end, making sure I secure the single. All right. Now, last row of nails. Do a little less chatting and just get these nails in. Make sure it's flush. Oh, needs a couple more strikes. Go. Last 2 nails. Hey guys, so it looks like my mic actually cut off at this point in the video. Must have died. So as you can see, I'm putting the last couple nails in the shingle, making sure it's all the way in. Just want to make sure that the shingle is properly installed. We don't want any issues. Go ahead and I'm putting in the last nail. As you can see, again, I'm using just enough force to make sure that the nail gets through the decking, and I'm not hitting it harder than I really have to. I double check. I lift it up with one thumb, fingers up in the air, make sure it's nice and flush. I'm done with my tools. Make sure my tools don't want to fall. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a closer look at the repair. Just picking up the camera here. All right, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the repair. So you can see this was my wind damage shingle and the surrounding area in which I conducted the repair. Now, there was all this damage that was caused by the repair. You see right here, I'm marking it out. I'm showing you guys a closer look at everything that was caused by the repair. You can see everything here with the arrows pointing at exactly what the repair caused to the rest of the surrounding shingles. And again, I took my time conducting this repair. Didn't use the hammer, didn't hit harder than I need to, just enough to get through the decking. And I didn't use the pry bar with mistreatment. I definitely took very well care of these shingles while I was unsealing, as well as removing the nails. But even with my gentle hand, this was a direct result from conducting the repair, guys. I'm pointing everything out, got my arrows pointed to it, and you can see my fingers point to it as well. Just a direct result of conducting the repair, even while taking my sweet time and being gentle with the shingle. Again, we're on the lowest point of the roof. If we continue to push these repairs upward, we're just going to be running into the same issues, guys. And it's a really big slope, so imagine just running into the same issues along the whole slope. Here's another overview look of the shingles. And with that being said, this repair is going to be deemed a fail. Let's do good by Miss Schuler, and let's push for a full roof replacement. Thank you guys for watching the video and taking the time.